Get out of here.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for my video review for the final episode. I can't even believe it is already the final episode of Survival of the Fittest Season 3. It's going to be for the Season 3 finale.
New video for today. This one's going to be doing my very last review for Survival of the Fittest Season 3. This is going to be for Season 3, Episode 9, the season finale. So, man, okay guys, so the time has come. We are here. We are going to be doing our review for the season finale of Survival of the Fittest. Man, I can't wait to get into this episode. So, we have done it. We've seen all of Season 3 of Survival of the Fittest, and honestly, guys, I absolutely love this season. I mean, now that I've seen the entire season all the way through, I was really like, okay, is it going to continue on this pace? Is it going to end well? Will it, maybe have a bit of a disappointing ending? Maybe it won't be that good. No. Like, seriously, that is not the case. So, I'm very, very happy. And I am, like, very happy with this episode. I think that this is easily the best episode of the series. And I will just say why. Is because everything is wrapped up, but then also set up into what the next season can be. But it's done right. It's not to where there was enough in this episode to where I am left satisfied with the story and I can wait till Season 4. But, but there's a story there. There's something going for Season 4 while also ending enough of the story in this episode. And that's what I love about it. So, definitely. I think that is definitely it's not even a specific part of the episode. It's just a highlight for me, just overall with the episode and how it was done. So, this episode, okay, so let's discuss. So this episode, we start off with a flashback, which I thought was very unexpected, but I really enjoyed it, where we get to see basically kind of the, I guess, origin story for David and, Blair, which I thought was definitely really interesting. We get to see them all kind of younger in the past. We get to see, kind of that as our intro for the episode, which I really enjoyed. And kind of just starting off with those two brothers, which is really good because then obviously as you see how the rest of the episode goes, this flashback kind of makes a little bit more sense, Now we have Kevin who, obviously is captured. We got Clay who's there, of course, he's got him captured there. And Kevin is a very interesting character this episode because, I like the banter between Clay and Kevin back and forth. And I didn't actually think we were going to focus on these two, characters like this that much, like, in the way we did. But I really enjoyed it, and I really thought it was, really darn good. And basically, we got Jeremy, who's captured. We got, the Godfather group, of course, it's there. And in this episode, we get to see the build-up. Because, obviously, Jack doesn't want to join the fight. We get to see Jack doesn't want to join. It's just that simple. We do have Carter that kind of tries to go over there and convince him. And we do have Cade and some of the others that actually go and fight without telling Jack about it. Which is definitely, I really like that. And for Cade's character, I think that's really, it's really good for him that he's kind of doing that. Because Jack is a character I was a little disappointed in this episode, I'll be honest. I thought he was going to join. I thought we would get something with him. But we didn't, unfortunately, which, yeah, that is, if I had to pick, like, one thing I don't like about the episode, maybe that'd be it, But it's still not enough for me to, like, majorly flawed or anything like that. But, definitely, really, really happy with Cade's character, how he kind of fights back and stuff like that. I thought that was all really, really good. Now, let's also talk about, of course, the meeting. So, we got Jeremy, he's there, of course. We got the Godfather, they all meet. And we got the shootout that begins, which I just thought was awesome. You see David, you see Clay, you see them all. They all kind of come in, and you've got just this massacre. It's just this shootout. And I love it, because you've got Kevin, he makes his return. The Godfather kind of decides to forgive him after holding him at gunpoint. You've got this fight that kind of ensues, and you've got this shootout that kind of begins, and I just love it. I thought it was absolutely amazing as they just wipe this place out, and the music in this scene was amazing. I just love it. The way this whole thing's going as they're shooting back and forth at each other, man, I love it. And then you've also got Jeremy that gets saved by David. Now, he's safe. That whole thing goes well. Now, let's talk about this amazing return, which is Dog's return. Now, this was definitely a highlight for me in this episode. And I would definitely have to say his return, the way he kind of comes in there, starts fighting them off. He joins David. He joins the others. And I love it. David's just like, oh, you're here? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Fine. Okay, I'll give you something to do. You go here, you do this, that type of thing. And I love that. I thought that was really cool. But Dog's return Absolutely loved it. I loved every second of it. Really enjoyed the return of that character, and I didn't even expect him to be back. Like, I'm still kind of in shock that the character has made its return. But I think, honestly, his return has been really, really well done so far. So that was that. Now, we get to see, which in my opinion is a huge highlight, if not the highlight of the episode, is the fight between David and Blair. And I say this is the highlight because this episode, in my opinion, is focused around these two brothers, you know? The way that this whole thing goes down, the way, you know, that fight scene goes down, it's at night, you've got this kind of, you know, whole thing going on. It's during Christmas, for frig's sakes. Like, seriously, like, I don't know, man. This whole thing is amazing. But this fight is awesome. And then it's kind of a back and forth, as you also have, which I also love, Clay, who fights his enemy, which is Kevin. And we get to see that fight, you know, play out as well, too. But we're mainly just zoned in here to David versus Blair. We get to see the fight. He jumps off at one part. You know, they fight, out in the open, off the dock, and then, of course, they fight a little bit, you know, and, you know, they go up the stairs, Blair goes up the stairs, David, you know, chases after him, we got the fight that continues, of course, and we have, ultimately, David who wins after an amazing fight scene between the two, which went on throughout about a period of, like, 5 to 10 minutes, which I thought was really, really good, because we're kind of cutting back between that and a few other things. Now, let's talk about the other big moment in this episode, which definitely is another highlight for me in this episode, which I did not see coming at all, which is the death of Kevin. So he does it. He pulls the trigger. Clay pulls the trigger and he actually kills him, which I thought was a gruesome but awesome death. And literally the one character I said was going to survive into season 4. And I still kind of wish he did, I'm not going to lie. But I really do like this death because it's all of a sudden he shoots him, pow, that's it. So, yeah, definitely, you know, as much as, you know, I kind of wish that we could have seen his character live on, story-wise, I get it. You know, I do. I understand where, you know, Matt was coming from making this decision. But, man, that death scene is still, like, I've seen it at least 2 or 3 times over now, and I can honestly say, I just see it, and I'm still just like, wait, what? Like, you know, I don't know. It's just crazy. So, that's that. Really enjoyed that, and yeah, you know, guys, as crazy as it is, Kevin, as a character, you know, his time was up, and it seems like, yeah, now his character is dead, and we are going to have, you know, the Godfather as our main villain in season 4, which is so not what I thought was going to happen, let me just add. Great twist, and honestly, I love that because the unpredictability, my goodness, it was in this episode. The unpredictability was there. Because in season 2, I kind of felt like I kind of knew where everything was going to be heading. But with this season finale, holy crap, I had no freaking clue. I really had no idea how this was going to go. And even to a point, which let's get back to the fight, even to a point where I wasn't sure. In this episode, I was predicting I thought Blair was going to die. And then there was a moment where I'm like, oh, maybe he'll keep him alive. And then I kind of went back to like, oh, no, he's going to kill him. And I'm sure, you know, Matt, he would know this because I was on call with him while I was watching this episode, that I was back and forth. When I see them two fighting, like, I wasn't sure. I was back and forth on my answer about this. But ultimately, Jeremy makes, well, kind of at least tells him that, you know, you'd be no better. And then he makes him kind of, put his gun away and not kill Blair and forgive and forget and that whole kind of thing. So, yeah, definitely a very interesting decision. And it definitely raises a lot of questions for season 4 and how is the group going to handle him? Because we can already tell it's not going to go the greatest. Because then, of course, let's talk about the next scene. We have a bit of a flash forward here, a little bit at least. And we have Clay, who kind of talks to Blair, and it's just like, yeah, I'm going to be pissed at you for a while, you know? Which I can definitely understand, because he did just join. He was just part of the enemy. He was part of the Godfather's, you know, group. So, yeah, that definitely makes sense. But that part of things, wow. You know, I don't know. So, he killed Morgan, but David's going to keep him alive, as Jeremy kind of thinks he should. And that's that. So, man, that's definitely a really crazy moment, and I don't know. That whole thing was absolutely insane. So, basically, the Godfather gets away. We have that whole thing. And they basically set up at this kind of new place, which we also get to see as they kind of set up their new place that's going to be at with this new Derek character that we have coming up soon. We also have Troy that's there. And, you know, definitely Troy in this episode. Obviously, we had that scene with him with the coin, which I definitely am interested because now it kind of feels like he's not really loyal to the Godfather. He's just kind of following whoever's on top, which, yeah, you know, I could see Troy flipping next season. I definitely could. And I think that's what was kind of being set up in this episode. Now we get to see the speech between, David, talking to everybody. Everybody kind of has like a new look. We got Clay, got like this blue shirt on now. We got Carter, who also has a new look. We got Jack, that's returned. We have Cade and some of the others, and they're back. And I loved it. I thought this team is absolutely amazing as they're going to kind of rebuild. And I'm going to assume in season 4 we could get a small time skip. But again, that's yet to be confirmed. I'm just kind of making some predictions, kind of loosely here, if you guys couldn't tell. So that was that. Now, that's the episode overall. That's what ended up happening. But we get introduced to this Mr. Black character, which obviously, I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing where this is. Definitely, kind of the going thing with Survival is that at the end of every season, we kind of have this like new character introduction at the end of every season, which is kind of the going thing I find with the show. Which this is the one part of the episode I'm a little unsure about, because I'm like, well, I feel like every season we kind of have something like this. I do understand it. We're kind of setting up for the next season, but I kind of feel like this kind of ending, I feel like it's been a little overdone, just in my opinion. But, again, maybe that's just me. So, either way, though, this finale was really great. Again, I'll have to kind of go back on the rest of this season and really, like, watch it again. But just off the top of my head, I'm like, okay, this is, like, one of the best seasons I've seen of anything. Like, honestly, at least in the showrunner community, yeah, it's really darn good. Season 3 of Survival of the Fittest has an amazing story, has an amazing way of kind of just, really gripping you into all the episodes with not only the characters we've gotten this season, the music, the action, the just everything, even the little bits of drama we have going on. I think this season nailed it. I'm gonna say, I think this season really nailed it. And this finale, even though I have a couple gripes, I'm gonna give it a solid 10 because, honestly, I think it's so great. It's got a lot of great scenes, it's got a lot of great moments, and it really grips you in, and it really gets you excited for season 4, which I think is an amazing part of things. So, Kevin is gone. That is the main big takeaway for this episode, and the Godfather remains, standing for season 4, which I'm very excited. So, this might be my last Survival of the Fittest review for a while. I will be doing, I think, at some point, give me maybe another couple weeks, and we might revisit this and do a season 4, like, story predictions, like, just a story predictions on where I think season 4 is going to go. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what I can do. So, because I want to see if I can kind of, guess, kind of the general story of season 4, because I do have a little bit of information on season 4, but it has been pretty hush-hush, so definitely, maybe I'll wait a little bit longer to kind of get a little bit more information about season 4, and once I do, maybe I can kind of do a little bit of a, kind of predictions video, that type of thing. So, anyway, guys, that is it. Check out all of my season 3 reviews for Survival of the Fittest. They're all in the channel now in a playlist, and speaking of the playlist, watch all of the episodes in a playlist of Survival of the Fittest season 3 on Matt's channel. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click to subscribe so you don't miss any videos for Survival of the Fittest. Follow Dan's Walking Reviews, subscribe, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Survival of the Fittest. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.